Hello and welcome to week 3. Again, the purpose of this video is to go over the key concepts and to go over assignment 3. So when you guys pull up week 3, go into week 3, and here it says this week's assignment. This is a great PowerPoint that follows along with the book. To find the textbook, all you have to do is click on textbook information. It'll pop up this. Then you can click on access ebook here, and then it'll pop up the Norton website. And then here is your book. And if you scroll down, you can pull up the chapters and watch through it. Okay, great. So for this assignment, you guys are going to read chapter 1. Then you're going to look through the chapter 1 PowerPoint as it says right here. Read chapter 1. Okay. Then there's going to be an inquisitive on chapter 1. So if you go down here, you have your very first quiz. And then you guys will click on this. And this will bring you again to the Norton website once you hit launch. And this is where your quizzes are. They're in here in Norton. And so just do quiz number 1. The goal is to answer the questions correctly so that your score adds up quicker. And it goes to 1,000 points. But if you get wrong answers, it takes away from your points. So again, just take an extra time and work through the book and go over it. Okay, so the first assignment you have this week is the quiz. Then the second one you're going to have is this assignment, Why Ethnic Studies Matter. So you guys will open this up. And in here, you're going to have 2 videos. This one's great. It's a wonderful TED Talk. And this one's another great lecture. And then down here, you'll see the assignment. From the first TED Talk, you'll select 8 things you learned. And from the second video, the lecture, you'll select 17 things you learned. And then you will write down what they were. And then you'll, after you do your list, you'll do a 150-word overall reflection, okay? So that's the assignment for this week. You'll do the quiz, then you'll watch both of those videos, select 8 key points out of this one and 17 key points out of this one, and then do a quick 150-word reflection, okay? And then again, if you guys look over the learning objectives, what you guys are going to be studying some pretty deep things. You're going to be looking at the origin of race and colonialism and the social construction of race. And then, so there's a lot of good stuff here. So point number 1, they're talking about all these different types of fallacies. And again, this is the idea of kind of convincing ourselves that racism is gone, even though we know institutional and interpersonal racism still exists. Which brings you down here to the second point, going over institutional interpersonal racism and what that looks like. Then you're going to get into one of the best topics, which is intersectionality. This is the idea of your social class intersects with your race, which then intersects with your sex. And so people often see the world through many layers, many filters of intersecting variables that influence their life chances, okay? Big concept, intersectionality, okay? So then you guys will get into a little bit about the symbolism of race and symbolic violence. And then again, the idea that there's no biological foundation for race, which means that these genetic things that people have in common, our racial categories do not accurately represent these divisions between people. And then you guys will kind of study whiteness and how whiteness and racial domination often go hand in hand, because to be white in America historically meant that you were the dominant group, and then all women and minorities then again were the subjugated groups. And that's what this class is all about, studying minorities, the experience of minorities, including women and people of different races, ethnicities, and religions. Okay, I'm very excited for you. Email me with any questions and have a wonderful week.